guys, and welcome back for another video. So today we have a young lady who reminds me a lot of Sansaray, but maybe a younger, more fit version. But anyway, she is talking some mad smack about men in general and how she pretty much uses guys for money. And this video kind of pissed me off because, and I'm gonna try to, be gentle with it because I know she's young, and young people, they say a lot of stupid stuff. So I'll give her that. But at the same time, you know what? Some things need to be addressed because this modern woman attitude has got to go. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started.
It's the worst age gap dating experience I've ever had. Oh my god. Alright, anyway. So, damn! These people have been cutting grass all day and night. Anyway, this man, he was an older gentleman, and I'm still in my 20s, so he was pushing 50. I'm not even gonna lie. The man was pushing 50. We were talking, right? We exchanged numbers, and he took me on a couple of dates, right? So, as he took me on these dates, I realized more and more, I think this man is broke. Everybody that I know that age gap dates is I'm not gonna say is they living like the best, but in the financial department, they're living pretty well. You know what I mean? The man is taking care of them. They're not worried about certain things they would be worried about if they were dating somebody younger. In my mind, I was thinking, okay, this gentleman is older. He is, more experienced with life. He could probably teach me some things. He could probably take me some places. He could probably, do some things that, it would just be the best new great experience for me, right? Wrong, bitch. Wrong. Because with this particular old nigga, it was not that. It was not giving that. And this is when I realized this nigga broke. And I don't know what he want from me, but I don't know. I just don't know. So,
alright, so she's letting us know pretty much off rip that the only thing she saw from him was a possible meal ticket because she looked at him as older, possibly more mature. He could take her places, do some things that she wasn't used to, aka spend money on her. Let's just call it what it is. But the problem came when she realized that he didn't have any money to spend, or maybe it just was that he was not willing to spend it on her. But let's continue.
The more we started to communicate, the more we started to date, the more we just started to talk, I realized he don't have a goddamn dime. We went on another date. He started telling me, oh, he left his wallet. I don't want to hear that. That's strike number one for me. I don't want to be here anymore. This is not, it ain't working. It ain't, I don't care. We're done. I'm good. I'm great. I'm fine. I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to, no, we're good. So he told me that he forgot his wallet. Sound like a you problem. And then he told me again another time, the same particular day, he said to me, oh, can we just eat at another, a different restaurant that's not so expensive? I don't know what he was suggesting, but it was just not for me. So that particular day, I just didn't go. I just told him, you know what, let's just cancel and we can reschedule the date, right? He started asking me a lot of questions, as far as, what do I plan to do in my life? Fair enough. Do I plan to go to school? Fair enough. Am I gonna get a car? I didn't have one at the time. So I said, I'm planning on it. He was like, okay, cool. Mind you, he asking me all these questions, but he not offering up nothing. Nothing.
Alright, guys, definitely pay attention to this here. So we're talking about a girl who's in her early 20s, who's obviously not in school. Now, this was some time ago based on how she started this, so this wasn't yesterday or anything, but I imagine she's still probably in her 20s. But at this time, she wasn't whipping. She had no, probably didn't have a job, probably wasn't in school. So homeboy probably knew what it was about. He was trying to get in her head, so what do you plan to do with your life? Do you plan to get a car? What do you bring to the table, essentially? Because he realizes that she's young and she's cute, but he probably wasn't trying to just have all his money taken away from him. Like, this is exactly how so many guys get got these days, by going for a girl just based off of her looks and the fact that she's showing off her body. You know, you're thinking, okay, if you're showing all this, I'll probably get a piece of it. But at the end of the day, you have to be willing to break some bread first. And if you don't, a lot of these chicks aren't even willing to give you any time. Let's continue.
I don't know why I went to, no. I'm sorry. I went to his house because I wanted to confirm my suspicion. I wanted to confirm my suspicion. I already was suspicious that he didn't have shit. So I just wanted to confirm he really didn't have shit. Okay?
Okay, I'm going to have to stop her. And I hate to keep stopping it, but women, you don't go to a guy's house unless you plan to eventually have sex with him. So the fact that she said she needed to go to his house to confirm her suspicion that he was already broke, even though she kind of figured it because he always had excuses about where he was going to take her, never had a wallet, stuff like that. You had indications that he wasn't a rich man, but you just needed to know for sure. No, let's just call it what it is. This was probably one of your dry spell moments where you didn't have a guy in your life and you're like, well, I might as well just waste some time with this guy. Let's just call it what it is, because women do that. Women go through dry spells where guys they actually are interested in aren't around, or guys that they would actually really be attracted to aren't trying to check for them. And so they'll settle for like mediocre guys and just use them for what they got. Beware, man. This is real.
He's not even renting out like a furnished basement. Y'all, the way this man was living was worse than a nigga in his 20s. Let me tell you something. He thought he was gonna get some young poom that night. It wasn't happening. This already confirmed my suspicious. This confirmed how suspicious I already was. This all confirmed my suspicion. So when I saw how the man lived, I just couldn't believe it, but I was happy because I was already thinking this nigga got money. So now I said to him, I'm not staying here. I'm not staying down here with you. I'm not staying here. I'm not doing this. So he said, oh, so do you want to pay for a hotel? Excuse me, goodie. What? Who? Excuse me? He said, am I going to pay for a hotel to do what? If we don't know, let's just be real. Like, when men get older, their sex drive, it gets lower. I don't understand it why men of a certain age want to deal with young women when you can't keep up. Like, you cannot keep up with a girl in her 20s. Like, it just don't make no sense. But if you had the means, as far as the financial means to help me out with some things, then certain things would make some sense. However, you do not have the financial means. None of this makes any sense. Like, it don't make no sense, but I didn't catch on until like later on, because it's like at first, you know, when nigga want to wine you, dine you, especially when you fine. They want to give you the world when, like, in the beginning, but then it's like, damn, this little girl running out my pockets.
I'm sorry. Does anyone else feel like when a woman who you thought was cute when you initially looked at her, does she kind of lose attractiveness when she talks about how cute she is? Like, I don't know. That's just how I see it. Like, you start seeing things that could be physically wrong, or you start wondering, like, I wonder what she looks like without all that makeup and that wig and, you know, without showing her entire cleavage. So I actually went to another video on her channel and I found this. So I'm just going to say it. I mean, she's a little bit on the average side. I'm pretty sure Kevin Samuels would have told her she's like a 6 at best. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. So this is where we're at now. We got a young girl using older guys for money. When she realizes he doesn't have anything that she can take, she's utterly rude and disrespectful to him. I mean, this is just her side of the story. Who knows if it's even true? Most of these chicks lie. She probably did sleep with him. Let's just call it what it is. I mean, you go over a guy's house after he's wined and dined you and you don't sleep with him. Come on. And then he alludes to you buying a hotel and you saying no. You were obviously desperate for something. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be male attention, whether it be money, or some dick. She was desperate at that time, because who would talk to somebody that they're not physically attracted to? Who would waste their time? She must have been going through a dry spell. And that's the story that I'm sticking with. You guys leave me a comment, tell me what you think. But there's a little bit left.
What you thought? I'm just saying, like, what did you think? Like, what did you really think was gonna happen when you was messing around with a young fire like this? What did you think? I wasn't gonna run your pockets, sir? I don't know the ins and outs of this man's life. And to be honest, I didn't even care. Because it was just like, I'm not even gonna lie. Because after a certain point, I no longer cared to know his life. Like, it didn't matter to me. Like, I understand maybe he wanted to tell me. He probably wanted to confide in me. But when he knew that, like, okay, this ain't really working. I don't want to do it. Like, it's just like a no. Like, once I saw this man's house and how he was living, I no longer wanted to be a part. Like, I no longer wanted to be around. I no longer wanted to see him anymore. I no longer wanted to do anything with him. And also, on top of that, it wasn't like he was like an older man and he was looking amazing. Like, he was not. Like, he was not even an attractive older man. He really was like a frumpy dad. And it's like, he was. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, yes, he was a frumpy dad, but
her random psycho laughter kind of bothers me too. Just wanted to point that out.
He was charming, and that is why I initially even decided to talk to him, because he was a charming guy. Once I started seeing that the well is literally, it's not even running dry, girl. It was tapped out. I was tapped out. Goody gang out.
Okay, so I do apologize for wasting at least 7 to 8 minutes of your life with that compiled video footage. But I am very curious, because most of my audience is male, and I want to know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.